Hey guys, it's me Tori, and today you're watching Tori Talking Books. I'm super excited about this one today because I'm going to be talking about books I've read because of the hype. Being a new reader, I've only been avidly reading for like the past 2 years, and I have to admit a lot of my books that I've picked up have been because I heard good things about them, either on YouTube or by friends, social media, things like that. So I figured what better video to do than this one because it relates so much to me and my reading experience. So let's get right into the video. The first book that I read because of the hype is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I read this book originally because I heard that it was amazing by pretty much everyone. Anyone on Booktube was talking about this. Anyone on social media that read books was talking about this. Friends in school were talking about this. The librarian at school was talking about this. At libraries in my city, it was sold out, like it was taken. So I finally was just like, maybe I should sit down and read this book. If this many people are excited about it, maybe there's something to be excited for. So I sat down and read it, and it was the best decision I've ever made. This is now my favorite series of all time, and if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. I also made that, but this is definitely my favorite ever, and I do not regret going and picking this up at all. The second book that I picked up because of the hype was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book is still so popular. It pops up on my TikTok, on my YouTube, on social media. Pretty much everywhere I look, there is something mentioning The Cruel Prince and Holly Black's writing, and it is really good. I will give her that. It is not, I liked this to a point where I would say this is very close to one of my favorite books, but I would not say that it is my favorite. That spot will forever be A Court of Thorns and Roses, but this was a very close second. It dealt with the Fae and a magical fantasy realm, which I definitely fall in love with every single time. I do not regret picking it up. I actually got the entire series, so I am super excited about it. I included this, I think the last book was in my TBRs for the month of May, which is this month, so I will be getting around to that, I promise. But yeah, that's the second book that I read. Moving right along, the third book on this list is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. I obviously had heard a lot about this book. I had seen the movies. Everyone hears about either Team Edward, Team Jacob. There was announcements of the next book coming out in the series that had just happened. If you guys know about that, go check that out. But I was originally not going to read this. I fell in love with the movies. That was enough for me, which is not something I would usually say because I do enjoy books quite a lot. But while I was out at the thrift store, I found the entire series. It was like $5, and I was like, yes. So I picked them all up, brought them home with me, and started reading and just didn't put it down. I genuinely enjoyed this series. There were quite a few things in it that surprised me at how similar the movie was to the book, and I was genuinely impressed by their ability to capture some of the emotions even in the movie that the book discussed. So personally, I think that the movie is still my favorite. Don't come at me for that, but I did enjoy reading this, and I don't think I would read it again, but it is really good. The next book on this list is Looking for Alaska by John Green. This book had so much hype over it. There was a TV show made out of it. There was teachers and kids talking about it. It obviously won some awards. So I was so excited to pick this up and start reading it for myself, and I definitely do not regret it. If you've read this book or know anything about this book, you would know that it deals with quite a bit of substance abuse and their struggles with that, the teenage life, and struggles with either it being fitting in and bullying and things like that. So anyway, it's just so interesting. It's so fun. I could not recommend it enough. It actually became one of my favorite books and has one of my favorite quotes of all time in it. The next book that I read because of all of the good things that I had heard about it was the book City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I am sure if you pretty much have anything to do with books, if you read books at all, you've probably heard about this, or at least about this author. She, I think, just started a new series called Chain of Gold. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. And she has another one, which I have the first book to, called The Clockwork Angel. I have not yet read Clockwork Angel, but I plan on getting to it. City of Bones was so interesting to read. It followed the story of Clary and the realm of shadow hunters, demons, and there was so many interesting things about this book, whether it be the world building or the side characters, which you come to love so much. There is a romance in this, obviously, otherwise what's the point? And it is a heartbreaking romance. I'm pretty sure that I included this in my favorite fictional relationships as well. So if you want to know about that or more about that, go check that video out. But yeah, so this is so fun. The last and final book that I read because of hype, although I'm sure it's not the only one, because let's face it, I pick up a lot of books because I hear good things, but that is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I had heard about this book pretty much all over the place. A lot of people were talking about it, and it turned into a full-fledged series, which was so fun to watch and read, as it kind of told the story of Juliet and her experiences. It really pulled me in and laid out this new world for me that was so exciting to enter and kind of become a part of. So I can't recommend it enough. It deals with superpowers and kind of the struggle between finding yourself and not wanting to be who you are, and it's so fun, it's so good. There's romance in it, and friendship, family, there's a hate to love relationship that occurs during this series. If you've seen my favorite fictional relationships, you'll know kind of what I'm talking about, referring to. But I definitely recommend this, and I check this out if I read it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, because I certainly enjoyed making it. If you guys have read any of these books or other books because of the hype, let me know down below in the comments. I just started this channel and I post every Monday and Wednesday, so if you have any other videos that you'd like to see, let me know down below and I'd love to make them for you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!